This is a very different video to what I usually do. So today I'm doing something unusual, as I just said, and it's going to be a video where alternate Wixor scenario. Don't usually do those. I'll see how good this does, and if it does good, I'll do more of these. So in this video, we're looking at a scenario where the green team actually wins the coalition that was formed against them, and obviously this is going to be very unrealistic, as none of my scenarios are. I don't know. And I have a way they could win this. The way they could win this is if they were to ally with the Parallelogram Alliance before, or they put the claim over on this country. This country, not this one. And, yeah, let's get into it. So, obviously I know even if they did ally with these guys, they probably wouldn't even help the green team, but I'm just going to say they do for this scenario. So, we have the fascists joining up and helping I have forgot to do this. Right. Sorry about this. Hang on. Right. Right, that's better. Anyway, as I was saying, they will be helping the green team here. And their main reason, and their main, job for this coalition is to just distract India as long as possible. Without them, obviously, because India was usually tied up over here. So, but without Indian troops being here, it's a lot more likely the green team can push over here. So, let's get into it. Right, so obviously it started with green team troops being right here, and then the coalition formed. So it's gonna start out pretty much like normal. The green team will start pushing into the Western Front pretty simply. It's not going to be very hard for them to do so. It's because they are way stronger than almost everyone in. They could topple all these guys if they really wanted to. But while they are doing that, Tibet and Persia and India, they will be pushing up here, and they'll do a pretty good job at it. But obviously, the fascists are on their way. They're coming in boats. As a matter of fact, they have a large quantity of boats coming up here. So it's going to be a little bit of a drawback. So India will pull some troops away from this front, just so they can, arm the border with the ocean. And this will give the green team some breathing space to, hold this front while they focus over here. The Caucasian team will push into their puppet state, but then they'll be quickly. Then they'll have to pull troops from that front, and let's just say it doesn't go too well for these guys. They get overrun very quickly. And the green team will continue their push over here. They don't need to pull troops from this front line over to this one, as they're still holding over here because of lack of, well, Indian troops. They're still caught up over here in boats, and what they're trying to do is make a landing in the Horn of Africa, but not happening anytime soon. Anyway, the Green Team will continue to push up into the Holy Russian Empire, and they even get over to this blue country, I think it is. Yeah, the Green Team's having a lot of success over here, but they're also gonna have little victories over on this front line. On this front line they'll push back because Ada's Pro said this country is not very strong in general, so they will push through. Yeah, not much to say. They'll push up here and that, but in reality they're not going to focus much over here because it's not very valuable over here. The Green Team will spike up and capture the capital of the central pink country. It will then, as a matter of fact, I don't even know where this country's capital is, so we'll just continue pushing up here. Might have already been captured, I don't know. All I know is that this country's gone, Caucasia is gone. Yeah, they'll kind of just, and the Green Team will kind of just, and the Holy Russian Empire, they decide to just surrender. They make a smart move, and now the Pink Team is getting steamrolled because most of the Green Team troops are up here now, and it don't take long for them to surrender. And now they can focus over here, Now they can focus over here mainly because, well, they don't really have to worry about anything over here. And India is still caught up over here because they have to, as I said before, they have to arm the border with the ocean because the Somalians, they're coming. And yeah, now with the bulk of the Green Team forces over here, they are absolutely steamrolling through this front. And now India's caught up in two places, over here, and they're kind of fighting a two-front war. They're not really, but then again, they kind of are. Anyway, now even the Green Team's made it to their territory, which is not the most ideal thing if you're fighting a war. Doctors don't recommend losing land during a war. Sometimes it can't be helped. Here it can be helped, but then again, yeah, the Green Team makes a massive encirclement, capturing a lot of troops, and, well, Persia surrenders, and, well, they don't surrender, they just capitulate, and Green Team moves forces through them. And now they're fighting into India, but it is still mated and pushed back pretty quickly. But they do manage to hold a front eventually. It kind of looks like this. And now I feel like this war would just turn into a stalemate until the Green Team in India would come to peace terms. So would Green Team in this country. I don't know what they would do. Now, anyway, let's get into the peace treaty. I'll show you in a minute. Anyway, until then, bye. Alright, and these are the peace terms that the coalition accepted. They did have to go through multiple conferences to work out what this will be, but I feel like they decided on this. India loses no land, but they are heavily destabilised after this, so yeah. The Green Team, the Green Team is huge. They are not very stable, but because of all the religions that they have, but you know with what they're doing at the current moment with the religions in them, that probably won't last. Yeah, as I was saying, India is destabilized, and in India and the coalition forces that still exist, they have to pay lots of reparations to the Parallelogram Alliance. A lot. I mean a lot. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there, and I'm actually gonna turn this into a series because I really want to expand on this idea and what it could turn into. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for this video, and I'm gonna try and say that this will not, the way it will not happen again. Alright, bye.